The following feature is rated SM for spiritual maturity and is not intended for the immature who wishes to remain as such. The views expressed are not necessarily those of our sponsors, as they sometimes could care less about what the host is saying, but is more concerned about having their product on a popular show. Warning: small minds, listen at your own risk, as this content is extremely overwhelming and may do further damage to those minds closed off to objective reality. Approach with an open mind, as the heavy nature of the content will lick your chip.
Oh! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.
Yes, Rasta, me I tell you, yes, CurlyLoxx the Vice Box. Me I tell you, yes, one more episode of In the Meantime. Episode 21, to be precise. Yes, man. All right, yeah, we're still there now. Me up on a new topic. I think we name the diluted female. Yeah, man, and the subtitle is majoring in the minor.
Speaking about major, my brother, I know the topic might seem to be a bit late, my brother, but there are a lot of people who say that they would like your take on the whole situation that transpired recently regarding Major Hype and a popular comedian, Major Hype.
It's rough.
Sorry.
It's rough. Fuck pan,
yes,
rough. The rough thing.
Exactly.
No easy, none at all.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Apparently, in my view, there are some underlying issues here that seem to not be. They're not being addressed. There's something to this case, don't you think, my brother? That doesn't add up.
Hey, watch a man. We want the ones them to remember, not only learn, but remember in the Rasta. Remember, so we show the eye them all the time. So everything is energy. It's about the energy, them Rasta. I talk about this thing, and not only in the meantime, but for years, and panta for years. Them kind of energy are within mankind.
So showing up.
Yeah, man, and manifest themselves. Yes, this good or evil and manifest themselves in a different people, a different situation.
So true.
One good thing this time now, it does manifest in a person named Major Hype. We're popular. No different. It's not a different energy from the one who manifests in our life in a one way or the other.
Same reality.
Yeah, man, same exact thing. Just
so
different label in a different area. But it's not different. Every news we hear, man, even 3 seconds ago, still news. Because even Jesus did hear that very same news the right before him find him slippers missing about 3 hours. Before him find out some good girl when named Mary Magdalene did a WhatsApp Judas behind him back. Anyway, watch a man, I want to touch on this thing a little bit more. Further down in the program, but this section of the program is brought to you by Vice Box Studios, the voice of a nation. Madvert Multimedia, if it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Also brought to you by Rebel 13 Collections. It's at Rebel 13 Collections for the finest in custom design clothing and everything printing except fingerprinting. Also brought to you by Bunks About Kids Party Rental. If you want to create a party experience that you or your child will never forget, don't bunks go all about. Bunks About. Contact them on Instagram. It's at Bunks About. That's BUNX About. WhatsApp or call 1-876-404-1714.
In the meantime,
and between time, what is coming is coming.
My brother.
Yeah.
I want to know,
Brother.
with situations like these in terms of the social climate and things that are manifesting in situations like what's happening here with Major Hype, etc., and a whole lot of other people. Why do they seem like they're so prevalent and can't change, my brother? I'm at a loss for words, my brother. I don't get it.
Let me tell you something. The reason why things, the more them change, them remain the same. Because of that I say, yeah.
Exactly what I say.
Yeah, man, the more that I say.
Exactly.
The reason why the more things change, the more them remain the same. Because people don't really see the game.
They don't.
They don't see the system and how it's set up. 95% of people are live a lie.
You think so, my brother?
Yeah, man. Fucking lie.
You think so?
Yeah, man. 95% of people inauthentic. them not authentic, them live a lie.
Good God.
But them want to be true, and it will never be true. And them hate objective, truth and reality. Because it asks them to put in effort.
And that destroys them.
Yeah, man. And watch I know. What's your problem? What's your real problem? With the problem. What we show you. All right, watch it. Major right now, like so many men.
Yes.
And people in general, getting at them type of situation because what?
What's that?
Them addicted to people opinion of them. Favorable opinion of them, you should have said.
Want to be liked.
Yeah, man. All right. So watch I know.
Mm-hmm.
In our system, we condition we wire we to believe, say, validation and importance then is based on status, popularity, fame, yeah man, the house, the car, and the browning where the media tell you every day say the hottest thing. We're not such a hurry to have what the world say we're supposed to have in order to be validated. That we don't take no time out. 3/4 of the time now, we don't take no time out to say, we are going to know these people. And we
just want to prove
yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, man, it's the same way. We just want to show say, boy, right now, yeah, we have the status and we are run the place. All right. I think I need, before we get into all of that, let me say something. Let me tell you something, Pastor.
You've been saying something, continue.
Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. You know why Major Hype and people who are in a similar situation to Major Hype, sometimes them situation don't improve.
I don't know, you tell me.
I'm telling you, hold on, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you why the situation don't improve all the time. That thing, when we talk about on this program here, perhaps a little too much. The ego is a big part of the problem why we situation cannot change. Yeah, because what I know, my brethren. Most of we just so self-centered and hook up on this me-ness. The world revolves around me. I'm the most special person the world ever see. So everything that is I've seen in my world, me are the greatest thing. Everything serves me. So when we are put penis in a boy, girl, or something sweet to it, yeah, boots with ego. And in our mind, we so special. We never ever search our girl and find the pussy missing. So selfish that we separate reality. Everything else we are fucking in the world separate from our life. That's when we find out, say, a woman fuck power, we turn idiot and ask if cocky bigger than our own, all kind of fuckery. And in most cases, yai water, me I tell you. I remember say Major did don't tell we say when him just a meter is a man, girl, and that good at it sweet him. Like how it sweet enough away. We feel special, we are God. You know, them boy they not even know, say, him not even know me a fuck him, girl. But we never ask the man what kind of value in place upon that girl there, you know. Because in most cases, you could have just a fuck a girl where him fuck too. So man have to just learn to grow up, brethren. We can't laugh in a them kind of matter, Rasta. We can't have them childish thing there. This is not laughing matter. So Major, my brethren, I go talk with me see in this, however late you might think it is. I mean, I say nothing to bring it down. You understand? I not say nothing to bring down no one at all. It's not disrespect. I don't know. Glad for years, say I not try for benefit of a man thing. Like me say Major I come out and I cuss a bag of people where I said this and I said that and one bag of thing I said them for mind them business and them bad mind and all kind of thing. My thing is this. The reason why a lot of people them situation cannot change is because they make up their mind because of the ego. Say, them know everything. And all them know it is all them need to know. That's it. Them know no fuckery, no man, no can't tell them no. Them want to live them lie in peace. And anytime somebody have the truth, them have shame and disrespect. I wait upon the person we are going to tell them the truth. So the person are afraid to tell them that truth there. So them can go and live that lie there in peace.
That illusion.
Yeah, man. I see them where so I go. Because you have to remember something, when people when people come up in abusive situations, you have to remember, say, they abuse the person of this idea, the world, of what can I do to be accepted? You understand? Because this abuse of me I got you, this fuckery, this fucked up way where the world treat me. What can I do to be favored by this world, to be the thing where everybody say?
To be validated.
Yeah, man.
And love.
To be valid, come back around to validation. Where the world we can prove and say, yes, there goes the guy, he did it. Yes, he's at the top of that game, and there is the Browning, and there is the big car, and the house, and yes. And now you feel like, say, the situation will abuse you. You get back some kind of revenge on it because you get all these accessories that the world says you're supposed to get, so you finally win. But Major or anyone we have got through anything similar, let me tell you something right now, Rasta. the item for kind of, we have to put the ego aside and stop focus on the intentions of the messenger and focus on the message. I can't say that enough. I say that for ages. No, you see.
Why not?
What do you mean?
Why shouldn't it?
All right, let me show you something. Let me show you something. A man, you know, if you have focus on whether that person here, hey boy, don't like me, and them boy, the bad mind me. That no man, that egocentric man, that self-centered. Who is you? Who is me? That me I go focus on whether a man like me or rate me or not. That fucker that, brethren, because what? If a man really bad mind you, now go say, boy, me drive, you know, say I'm bad mind, your brethren. Nah, you're not going to ever get that out of them. So the blood clot, you get caught up on that.
Ignore that, you say.
Yeah, man, I tell you, just focus on the message. If the message is authentic, that is the thing. And that's why most people can't learn in the Rasta.
Because they think they know.
Yeah, man, and that's why most people don't learn fuck. Why you think in this day and age, you see some man say them an artist, and you tell them, say, flash a tune, I hear him now. Hey, me sit down on the rhythm, sit down steady, hey, hey, boy. What melody from Capleton at 12? Because when he make up his mind, say my artist at a point in time, that was the acting. And him stick with it, he make up his mind, say, this act. And nobody could have tell him, say, this will improve. And now notice nothing. Because
he knows how.
God know everything.
Exactly.
You can't tell him nothing. And this amuse, I want them post to them bad mind, me come tell me this, and I tell me that. I want me know. So him can't even fucking improve, so him stuck same place. Alright, it's weird in idea when me I try as a DJ and I say, oh, me a bad DJ and I puff up my chest, me are the greatest thing the world ever see. Me bad. So what now? Mixing lab, yeah man, that's where we used to go. And a brother named Gaddafi, a Vice. And I said, boy, yeah man, I try the young artists there, man. Me jump, run, go there, go join the line. And boy, me bad. So me I run, go in a voicing room, so me I go sing song, I have to hear my song too. By the time I reach the third line in the song, Gaddafi run me out of the studio to blood clot. Gaddafi I deal with everybody wicked the night, you know, because my parents, couple chicken roll to get plucked when that studio session are done. So him have to be him entertain himself and everything when him say the chicken them they are grown and them a laugh and be a thing studio and mash up. So yeah, him are the center of attention, yeah man, him important that night. At the expense of the young artists them. So my thing now, that night when him run me out of the voicing room, was to go back round in the control room.
Aren't you embarrassed?
Yeah man, yeah man, of course, you could shame the night, yes, but my interest was kind of everybody I went forward with me. I said, left out of this, because I posted that and it not good and it was style, yo. Yeah, well, style wasn't the slang them time, but you understand what I say. My interest at that time was to find out what Gaddafi mean by half key.
Really? You did that?
Yeah man, me I said, me want to know what him say, yeah, them are dead with love and them make joke. But there was something in my soul that tell me said that are true. Me never give a fuck with Gaddafi the person. Want think about me want learn what that is. What him say?
You had such a heart?
Yeah man. You tell him me compartmentalize me craft. Yeah man. So even though the side of him we are mac and a jeer the dead too. Try as the side of me never see the side of him all. No. So me never give a fuck about the intention of the messenger. The message was the thing. Because me that eventually come find out some of the half key that night there. For true, a lucky thing me never care about him intention and take it personal. Because here is one of the greatest fucking producer the music business ever see. Yes, him could have did fuck up. Yes, him a make joke. Yes, him a fucking style me if a girl dead with laugh. But what him a say? A fucking true. And that alone me focus on. There was value in that opinion there, despite the intention with that opinion they burn out. And that's why most of we cannot reach anywhere in a nothing at all. Because we lock up in our ego already for shame. Or shame anybody, we are going to tell me the fucking truth. So we just keep making the same mistake over and over because we're not accepting. So we have a problem.
Living in denial.
Yeah, we not accept so we can wrong. So problem on top of problem. Because a problem we are used try solve problem. So problem. And that I problem.
In the meantime,
and between time, what is coming is coming.
Alright, Pastor. Watch out, man. Alright, don't put it like this. Alright, see that way I'm a bridge. You see, the thing is with relationship, as I try to say, based on the belief system we have in a Babylon here, in the Western world. The things how we believe create human being where go against nature, go against the flow of nature.
Swimming upstream.
You're
saying.
Swimming upstream. I swim against the current of life. You understand? So, with life, definitely I go hard because we have to do something unnatural based on our beliefs.
Thought process.
Yes, based on how we think. It turn even the natural impulses were meant to help with. Against we, I cannot say that enough. Every type of thing where we are going to try to say we want and strive to achieve is based on ideas and not processes. And that is also something we cannot say enough. We just have an idea of everything. I hate the objective reality of anything.
You think so?
Yeah, man, because what I know, all right, whether it's major hype or, major hype it name, no. I don't say no Gino. As I say, just put major hype out there. You understand? Because today major hype and yesterday Bounty Killer and before him, I been him and calling in a calling situation and I already have a Vegas. Yeah, man, them get holy for being in one thing when we do how much year name Gallus class. I don't know how much people remember that. But we have to overlook the name, them and the title and the label and just see the energy we cause this and stop laugh after people. Because yesterday are them, today are somebody else and tomorrow are you. The mistake that most people make, you understand, and I suspect say, maybe this is the problem in this present predicament with Major and Fame ex-girlfriend. I think like so many people make this mistake, to make the idea of who them think one another is. Try to have a relationship. The mass, the persona. Them try to make the persona them there.
You think they're doing that?
Yeah, man. Them are trying to make the characters have a relationship. While the real people behind the characters don't know one another. And that happens most of the time. And this is science. Don't just take my word for it.
An interesting analogy, my brother. But why would people do that?
Because both people in a most of them type of relationship here are perform for the crowd. Them and give the crowd where them want. And at the end of the day, them can be vulnerable for one another. The word of the day is vulnerable. It means exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed. Either physically or emotionally.
And then... my brother, why do you think they can't be vulnerable for each other, my brother?
Because quite often, the two people are use one another to create impressions that please other people. Because quite often, everything with them define as happiness is outside of themselves. There is no them, just a persona in a constant pursuit of people to please. So them can be validated, or we should have said permitted to live.
Most are broken people, you're saying?
Yeah, man. Broken people are trying to look fixed to the world. Deep down, them are some scared little children. We are to use one another to get applause and favorable opinion from everybody else. Just feel like them belong, like them important. This is the perfect definition of a codependent relationship. And what I go on here, so is a perfect case of what we talked about in our last episode or the one before that. Don't quote me on that. I think we name addiction. It's not a disrespect to Kirby, because addict, the word, You understand what I said to you? It's just me I deal with this word that already exists before that fucking situation. Yeah. And it's so wicked. That's okay. I tell the addict at no times that I'm an addict. I can't tell Kirby say she's an addict. And everybody done say she ain't strong already.
You think it's addiction?
Addiction,
You think it's addiction, my
yeah, man. It's addiction. I go on
you believe that?
Yeah, man. I'm addicted to the idea of her. And she addicted to dick.
You think it's an addiction?
Yeah, man.
You believe
yes,
that?
brethren. You know what stop you from understanding me I say right now? Because the image where you put to addiction, is rum and coke and crack and LSD and other illicit drugs. But addiction, like many other things in the earth, what we need to understand, take many different forms. And that's why we're so fucking confused and don't know how to deal with them. With what? Be reasonable with what? It's a pattern, see that?
But my brother, some people would say that and have been saying that she's a dog and she's a John Crow. And then many other adjectives, colorful adjectives. That they think describes her. Why would you say that it's an addiction and that's it?
What do you mean why I say that? Always that simple.
It's not?
Because
it's not.
What do you mean? Most problem is a psychological problem, Rasta. Again, it's not that simple. You understand? There's a spectrum. While I agree, there are some people where they're nearer to rationality and have to take responsibility for them action because them have a little bit more cognitive function than the rest. And them definitely have to know what them I do because them know what them I do. There are those who have no such luxury because them not understand what happened to them. Them sick. The whole entire world is a mental institution. Every problem is a mental problem. Me no see no problem when you starting at the mind.
But it's clear-cut promiscuity.
I understand what I say, but let me tell you something, man. Based on the pattern, but me personally, I see in this whole thing, even every other day, another video, and based on the story, when Major Hype himself tell this girl was abused when she was very small, coming up by a family member. And most abused females, especially, go on to become very promiscuous when them become sexually addicted.
Oh God, you believe that?
Yeah, man, of course.
Oh,
yeah, man.
God.
Statistics prove that. Science. You know, understand the mind, Virgin. The human mind is a very intricate and complicated thing.
Is that so?
Yeah, man. When they experience certain trauma and the conscious mind constantly visit that, the subconscious mind recreate the situation. So you can regain some kind of semblance of control over the situation.
And that's science, you say? That's science.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. Remember, the subconscious mind don't care about right or wrong, Where it really focus upon is what you are think about often. And in the mind, in the conscious mind of the rape victim, you deal with this trauma, and it was so the mind, the subconscious mind interprets the this need to sort out and it recreate the situation. So again, you can kind of figure out how to gain control over this thing.
By making you promiscuous though?
Yeah, man. Promiscuity. Yeah, man. In other words, fucky become a thing. Where's a common phenomenon after rape.
You believe that?
Yes, man. According to numerous psychologists, the victim, them normally, you understand, them frequently react to rape by pursuing indiscriminate sexual encounters. In other words, them no response, them just a fuck so. Anyway, them see fuck, get fuck.
So you're saying that she's experiencing a vaginal generosity overload?
Yeah, man, them just a fuck. Yeah, psychologically, the subconscious are tell them to fuck till them find somebody who gonna make them feel safe. And this is especially true after childhood abuse. Me I tell you.
And this is a real condition.
Yeah, Virgin. Of course, those who experience sexual abuse, especially in them youth, in them young days.
Childhood trauma.
Yeah, man, them frequently come to see them own sexual attractiveness as them sense of worth, them tie them self-esteem. You understand? Them self-esteem become conditional and feeling, say, yeah, them sexually desired by somebody else. You understand? So them often become sexually addicted to sex, in order to experience a sense of acceptance, love and belonging. And quite a few of them do it to regain control over them body and emotions.
You think so?
Yeah, man, of course.
Why though?
Because them, in the initial rape or whatever them go through, the abuse, them feel deprived of control. Them lose control. You understand? So them, in a later years now, them employ the strategy of compulsive sexual acting out in order to reaffirm the control there.
And you really think so?
Yeah, man. Yes, Virgin. And that's why you see some woman, make you, they with you and make you feel the best and greatest me, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Them just left you without explanation.
Without warning?
Yeah, man. That after them have this sense of control. Like, yeah, man. Me, I distribute and control the pain now. Because watch here. Just as much as rape is about power for the rapist, it is about power for the girl to become promiscuous in pursuit of regaining control. She has psychologically raped back society in order to quiet that noisy conversation in her head and finally get closure. In a curvy situation, I know say me know what exactly I go on in her mind and what. My thing is that people when we observe with these patterns when we see in a fear behavior, them are addict in the most extreme sense. And these kind of people need help, not condemnation. But because our belief system now, our approach to these kind of problems create more problem. Yeah, man, as sick people we are condemned whole heap of time. I bet say if I did breast cancer she have, everybody be sorry for her. And I send flowers and chocolate and go and dry clean her favorite sweater. Because we learn physical sickness as something way obvious.
Why then, my brother? Why is it that extreme where she don't see that she's being perceived as a whore? My brother?
Because, brethren, you have the mind, you see at work when you see them kind of problem, you have the mind, the complication of the mind. It's not as simple as why him no just and why the girl they no just. Hey, fool, I want their girl clown and a girl their junker and dog shit.
It isn't?
No, man, not that simple, brethren. I remember again, me now make no excuse for her, but me see the pattern. She's an addict.
You think so, my brother?
Yeah, man. Sex are the drug of choice in this case.
My brother, how can sex be classified as a drug though, my brother? I don't understand.
Where I say? Then that case I not sure you say. Kirby, not sure you say. Fuck is a drug, my brethren.
How so?
Because you show you live and direct, so it can be taken orally and injected.
My brother, isn't that just what we're seeing there? Couldn't that be chalked up as a girl, a regular girl, just choosing to be promiscuous, my brother?
Yeah, man, but that's the problem, you know. This is really the problem with problem, because people tend to see just the surface of everything and really underestimate the inner workings of the subconscious, the inner workings of the human mind and a whole. But society tend now to use these oversimplified approaches and see them type of thing like addiction, like a moral failure or a weakness of character. Addiction is a natural part of human nature, you know. But we turn against it because our belief system, the way we believe things, it turn the natural part of it. Where they put there, like many other things, for help with. Against it. And we talk about this in the Rebellious Truth, the upcoming episodes of Rebellious Truth. Yeah, man, that'll come up soon. All right, speaking of which, you know, Rasta, me have some great news for the fans, them, Rasta. Yeah, man, I just want to say give thanks to everyone where pre-ordered, yeah, man, Planet Earth, yeah, man, on www.planetearthbook.com, Rasta. Me I tell them. Me have some great news right now. Me finally get past the whole of the COVID setback them as it relates to production, and yes, a release date is finally set. But I want to talk to you about the release date there. I didn't want to do it for the 24th of December, but I know you agree with me. If I find January 12th, that is the birthday of Zion Emmanuel Gaynor, they them know who that already. Zion birthday, I really feel say that would be a fitting tribute to the person who inspire every aspect of planet Earth. In the meantime, a Rebellious Truth. I couldn't do it without him. So all of who say deserve the honor there, just type in Zion right now. Yeah, man. Much respect. Yeah. So I ask a pastor.
But what could be the purpose of addiction? I don't
all right, addiction, the purpose of addiction in a human nature then. And this is my opinion, you know, of my own assessment. All right. With most humans having the tendency to go after everything at once, walk in a many directions at once, we can just, which is a habit we can just easily become human nature. And with the dangerous jungles of life now, having so much things we would naturally have to fear, I personally believe, say addiction, the addictive part of human nature was meant to help humans focus in a particular direction.
Steadfast and apart.
Yeah, man.
And goal-oriented and focused in a particular direction.
Yes, exactly. So in order if you have a good marriage or a good relationship or a career, you have to be addicted to them. These addictions, however, become dangerous because, again, we believe system will make we apply these addictions disproportionately or we end up overdo it. Because most of we don't have a spiritually balanced belief system we can regulate or control the addiction.
So, my brother, don't they love themselves enough to see that such behaviors are destroying them, my brother? Don't they see that?
What you don't understand is you have to find self, love self. Because self was never into the picture. That's why the addiction goes wrong. Because almost no human on the planet now living at them true intended state of consciousness, but as a hopeless creature remodeled by them own belief system will turn them against themselves. So 95% of people don't find themselves because them, again, I can't say enough, so them idea of self connected to something external, outside of them. So when these things change, them fall apart. I want to escape this reality. And what the subconscious designed to do. Take you away from danger based on where you believe, your belief system. Remember again, you know, designed to know good or evil, it work off of your thoughts. What is your stress response? So it make you find and get addicted to something remove you mentally from that suffering. And just like coke, where you see people teeth like postmarker, like dogs, stink like shit with them tongue long out and don't notice it. All they want is escape there.
Be that as it may, I don't see how sex correlate with addiction. I just don't remember. I'm trying.
You look like you're deaf, so I'm going to say it again. Come, watch it. Addiction, my brethren,
Addiction
is really an attempt to escape human suffering, you know.
to run away.
Yeah, man, have escape some perceived suffering, you know. So when you even use it in a natural capacity where it was meant to be used in, let's say a job, what you think happen? You escape all of the pressure then we are drawing in a million direction and you focus in at this. You don't see nothing else when you're addicted to this thing where you focus on. But unfortunately, because again, we belief system now, we are using it in some other areas now where it destroy it.
It brings us down.
Yeah, man, we are using it now for escape the nature of existence and what it require we. Some truth we don't want to confront and them type of thing they we want anywhere else but to face that truth here because we belief system. Why are we? For run from these truths and live in this way again? Fantasy. Go against nature.
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people saying that some people are speculating about Major Hype's claim to himself being abused as a child by a family member. And people are speculating whether or not it is true or he's using such a story as a cover-up for the fact that he abused her. These are not my words, my brother, I mark you. But people are saying that he might be lying about that position, my brother. What's your take on that?
Brethren, watch a man. That don't make no sense, brethren. So, where a man going to tell me, say, a man now would have rather come choose for use a story then, alright? He want to deflect from where people are born him out and say him beat up this woman here. So he use a story, say somebody sexually molest him as a child for deflect from that then.
I don't know, that's what they're saying.
You really would have believed, say, Major Hype or anyone would have prefer come with a story now where I go make people feel say them fuck him and I'm batty brethren and I'm old brethren. That don't make no sense. And this is not me saying Major say them fuck him, you know. But you know, once you come say you were sexually abused as a child, from sexual abuse going on, you know say fuck you get. Literally, to most people, most Jamaican people, one sex abuse in night a fuck would go in. I saw them think. Yeah man, most Jamaican, the whole diaspora, every actually go. But Jamaica is a Jamaican thing, Virgin. If you get raped at Jamaica, you're a batty boy.
Really?
Yeah man, I saw. Alright, let me continue now. Me not say you're a batty boy no brethren. I hope you understand what I just say. Me not even say what kind of sexual abuse it was because it can vary. But pastor, no man now go tell no lie. Now go tell that lie there upon themselves. No sir. For save career, that I go fuck up your career.
See a point, my brother. But why some would say that why would she be so insensitive as to take something so personal that someone shared with you and throw it right in their face and in like they say in Jamaica, take it, tell them, my brother. I don't get it.
Watch a virgin. You have to remember, you know. In the mind of any abused person, you understand? You have to remember now, say. The mind of the abused, them live in constant pursuit of re-establishing control over them life, over them reality. So in every situation, despite how bad the abuse was, them subconscious recreate the situation constantly and them ego lock them up in that situation.
How is that? Explain that.
Because the ego make them live in a constant fear of judgment. So the abused, you know, in every situation, I go always abuse somebody else so them can recreate the situation and win. You want to know the signs of an abused person, somebody will get abused in some way emotionally or otherwise. They have to be the one who win, the one who lead, the one who dominant in a them situation. They have to control everything and lead and all when them not qualify to lead that situation. Them have to lead. But all of that we say them a push out but no man I know them done and ready. Underneath it all, them sensitive. Constantly fearful because them not have no closure from that prior abuse. This fear now of social judgment where them living and now create a fear within them of trying anything at all and failing at it and then get judged for it. So them live in a constant desire to make the nature of existence our reality then conform to how them want it. And then bring this desire to every relationship where them are going to have, where them try redesign objective truth and reality to suit them.
That sounds like narcissism.
If you check the profile of most people diagnosed with NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, no matter how you see them confident and attack a bag of thing, you know, no man, they don't believe nothing what them say. Abuse, they in them past, somewhere they saw. Them not sure about nothing, and that's why them so miserable. So anybody will love them. Anybody will take a chance, man, and love a person like that. Become a casualty. Especially if that person, you know, is an abused person themselves. They might go insult that abused person into submission.
Why is that?
Because the abused live for nothing like how them live to prove themselves. So them know themselves become an addict to this person you love, where them just feel like if them behave a certain way, them get that love there. Subconsciously now, them might do this for prove, say them worthy of love. That love there, yeah, we're never there when them was being abused. So I know see no entertainment in these type of situation when we see a people who have psychological issues and need help and don't even know because of how them belief system get them to view the world.
Sad.
Yeah, man, with belief
So
system
sad.
what we have in the Western world, it designed to keep this cycle of abuse going.
Perpetually.
Yeah, man, most people live in that cycle and don't know. And live, yeah man, most of them live to make reality conform again. Make reality conform to how them want to see it. For the millionth time, why you think most people are addicted to drama, love, gossip and fuckery and them pay attention to that more?
Why is that again?
Because it confirms that them right and it make them feel good in a them addiction, in a them state of denial. Them don't like objective reality. It proved to them say everybody life just as fuck up as for them and them glad to see that. Because them now if step up, go do nothing and put in no effort, don't try nothing and feel and people laugh after them. Because people opinion are one of the biggest substance where them addicted to. And my thing is that this idea of separateness where each away have from everything else like we unique and special. That fuck up with everything, Rasta. May I tell you that? Most of we treat life like a TV show where we are watch. And the script don't involve we. Everything we are see is just for our amusement. I fuck with that, brethren. Look on the things that most of we make amuse with. The same fucking thing when we go through every day and hide. You know, sister, humanity mad. When you look for people to laugh after and be entertained by them downfall. And I look for people to condemn. I see you try to see yourself as separate and set apart. But you're not. You're not special. You're not unique. You're just a hide. Until we learn to see ourselves in others and therefore develop the compassion. To tolerate ourselves our own flaws, what we see in them. We can never ever develop the kind of understanding we're going to help to grow the fuck up.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
Alright. Yeah, man. Alright. My thing now for everyone, we are go through these kind of stress and struggle in them relationship at every level. My thing to the item is that the biggest part of human problem is the human belief system. And the one track way how we train our condition for see things. Not all, not that simple like how most of we feel like I just ABC, black or white. Nothing at all could have further from the truth. No go so. We feel say every problem in the earth, the right in front of our finger, pointing in the next direction. And that dirty girl, yeah, man, that idiot boy, yeah. You know, that's simple, brethren. We live in a negative condition. We're designed to keep we night. We keep we go around in a circle, a cycle. And remember again, you know, me say every problem is a maths problem. Because again, if 95% of the world is run by laws, we're rooted in a spiritual immaturity, then what happen? Most of the population are going to be spiritually immature, adult, children. And if we are addicted to the opinions of these adult children, then what happen? Wait to take to be relevant in another world. Yeah. Wait to go take for you be relevant and considered in another world. Yeah.
Immaturity?
Exactly, brethren. So wait to go take for you mature and find a true state of consciousness.
I guess that would be the courage to be irrelevant.
Yes, my brethren. But say, yeah, listen, you have to have that courage there. For walk alone. Because at that point now, when you grow up, you have to understand. Say these people don't understand. Them are just adult children in the way them see the world. And then if you mature now, it's like a parent in a spiritual level. Where spiritually mature parents do with kids. We tolerate and guide them. Now this song, yeah. Alright, I dedicate it not only to Major Eye, but anyone who go through any kind of similar scenario right now, we understand. Them two guys no laughing matter, brethren. Yes, One Caribbean. When I talk about that song, I know I say One Caribbean. I believe a One Caribbean, Virgin. I just water flood out the road them before walk go there. I say that all the time. Yeah, man, big up Trinidad and Tobago on that one, yeah. Son of the soil. Yes. All right. Sasha, yes, this Virgin is no stranger to the reggae scene. Yeah, man, I'm one of the best reggae artists. Him do a song when him Don't You Know Your Love Is So Divine. That's still one of my favorite songs in the world. Yeah, man, this youth, yeah, Sasha is one of my favorite artists. So, make these words be of comfort to anyone who go through anything right now, Rasta. Here goes.
DJ Pon. It's life. See the struggle. This day to the journey. Can't be no weak heart, yeah. Gotta stand firm, no. Life what we living in. The more you live, you learn, no. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say, and you can't be no weak heart, no. Gotta stand. Run it. That's how they hot daddy. Go ahead.
In the meantime,
DJ Pon. It's life. See the struggle. This day to the journey. Can't be no weak heart, yeah. Gotta stand firm, no. Life what we living in. The more you live, you learn, no. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say, and you can't be no weak heart, no. Gotta stand firm, no. It's life what we living in. The more you live, you learn, no. Can't be foolish. Protect your life on earth, no. Life is a precious gift. You gotta know your worth. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. No. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say, and you, life is the hardest hitter. Experience is the greatest teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. You can't be no quitter. It is a spiritual battle, no. Not a physical battle, yeah. So stop fighting your brother, man. Tell them it's good over here. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. Run it.
in the meantime,
DJ Pon. It's life. See the struggle. This day to the journey. Can't be no weak heart, yeah. Gotta stand firm, no. Life what we living in. The more you live, you learn, no. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say, and you can't be no weak heart, no. Gotta stand firm, no. It's life what we living in. The more you live, you learn, no. Can't be foolish. Protect your life on earth, no. Life is a precious gift. You gotta know your worth. Though those struggles may come, I'm not giving up. No. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say, and you, life is hard. can't be no quitter. It is a spiritual battle, no, not a physical battle, yeah. So stop fighting your brother, man. Tell them it's good over here. So the struggles may come. I'm not giving up. No. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. Never obstacles in my way. Jaja say, Anyhow, 10 years and more now in the business. Them still fight me down in the business. Me no know why them don't mind them business. The more them a fight me, the more me keep doing it. Yeah, remember love is so divine. Yeah. People act like they're unkind. Yeah, so I tell them who's a bless. Yeah, I'm too blessed for them to stress me. Yeah. And if you do a no job, your life or you live it only get harder. Fight me a fight as a real warrior. Me defend it as a soldier. Anyhow, so the struggles may come. I'm not giving up. No. Still I got to be strong. I'm not giving up. No. Obstacles in my way. Jaja say. Anyhow, tell them you can't be no weaker. No, you gotta stand firm. No.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
Yeah, man. Speaking about what is coming, anything you want from Jamaica will be coming if you contact Bamboo Cottage Distributors. Are you a Jamaican addict living in foreign and your drug of choice is the Jamaican culture and you cannot return to get your next fix? When you run with a foreign or your family, them think you plant monetary and you avoid them. Or you thief the people them things and run with. Me not judge you know. Not to worry though. Bamboo Cottage Distributors is the ultimate drug dealer who will deliver the drug of the Jamaican culture right at your door. From Magnum to Red Stripe, Guineas and Guineas. Products from Grace, Walkerswood, Lasco Sunshine, Maggie, Tasty, may I tell you that. And even merchandise with famous Jamaican proverbs, etc. The number to call to ease the pain is 207-200-7082. And the store number that man, just call our WhatsApp, or you don't know IG is at bamboo_cottage. Distributors, JA. Cash App also accepted.
So, how about the rest of the Caribbean countries, etc., who might need the service from Bamboo Cottage, my brother?
Them not have to worry, man. Let me tell you, just Jamaica and USA if you know. But let me tell you this. Bamboo Cottage is a growing tree with some have branches everywhere, me I tell you. Not just from the Caribbean to the US. But every big foreign, me I tell you that. So not to worry, you know, drug of choice will be delivered. Remember, you know, Bamboo Cottage, the only drug dealer where police can call. Yes.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
I spy that you see something you might like. Yeah, man, if you know, say this is Leela Ike right now, you're listening to In the Meantime with CurlyLoxx, the voice box. Check it.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and between time, what is coming is coming.
All right, the letter of the day is coming from Amanda Jenkins. She said, hey, CurlyLoxx, the voice box. I am a big fan of In the Meantime. I would like your advice on a particular situation I am facing. I consider myself a fairly beautiful girl. However, I seem to keep falling into toxic relationship after toxic relationship. And I am struggling with depression. It seemed to me that men cannot be good no matter what. I really loved my last boyfriend, even more than the others. But he claimed that I was too guarded where men are concerned and he suddenly up and left me. Men keep apologizing to me, but never seem to mean it, as they always go right back to doing the same things that they are apologizing for. I am so confused. Please advise. All right, Amanda. All right. No, well, I mean, your concern right now is where a whole lot of people I got you and don't understand why them I got you these situations, at least in a majority of the way, as to why them I got you these type of problems.
But why is it that Amanda and the Amandas of the world are going through these kind of things? My brother, what's your take on that?
Well, as we say already, everything is a spiritual matter beyond farm. Yeah, man, beyond the limitations of farm and label and all kind of thing, Rasta. Approach to a particular thing in a particular level, if you use the same approach in any other level, the same outcome. So it's not a woman thing. What I suspect right now, say a man that many people like her I go through in a similar situations to this, is that Amanda make up her mind. Yeah, man, she make up her mind. Yeah, say, men are, that me I say, I go on here, so. Men, she see man in a particular light. Most likely based on the reputation after first Monday where she experienced a certain kind of heartbreak or certain trial and crosses with. And she used this now as a mold or a frame of reference for judge every man we are going to come. In other words, she decides say, all of them is this one way. Men are just this and it done. Our mind process and put men in a particular box. This are them place. In a negative light, the she see and say, all right, this is what men are. So now you find now say, our mind make up based on that. So our mind is not flexible because she don't see men, she don't see no kind of man in a unique capacity. She don't have that ability to be flexible where each man concerned. So you find now say, she don't give no individual man or males then. She don't give no individual a chance for sure who they are because she's decided who they are before she even meet them. And who are they in a fear? Yeah. Who are they, Pastor, in a fear?
I guess someone terrible.
Somebody fuck up, we come for fuck around.
Exactly.
And with our mind stuck on this setting, watch what happen. She have thoughts will revolve around that kind of
negative mindset.
Yeah, that kind of fuck up outlook there. So those kind of thoughts become feelings and those feelings become our actions. And then our actions inspire reactions from those male factions. So when she encounter these reactions now, she get to say, you see, I was right. And the same thing with police, like how most people don't like police. Police are pussy. Police murder youth. In a whole lot of cases, that is the truth. But most people mind make up. So them can't do nothing right or good. That even when them are do the good, you're so trained to see them as this one thing. You ignore everything else. Because your subconscious decides that them are one thing and the way you want to see them. So that creates some kind of thoughts in you will build some actions where make you move away towards squad. You're not even you and suck your mama batty boy police come out of your mouth. Then when the man lick out couple of your teeth, them, where you say you see it? It's all them wicked. Me not do nothing.
Innocent all of a sudden.
Yeah, man. I see. All right. I see him thinking a rasta. Nobody don't notice when the man them a fight crime in the right and proper way. Him gone off and the man just rob the girl bag and get all 3 bumbuckler gunshot. Most people don't say nothing at all, but them don't say nothing because they don't want to see that. They make up their minds the police are pussy hole. But make them just talk to somebody hard, viral. And that cycle every problem. Because most people looking out at every problem, not in. Them are never the problem yet. Most people are aware of this.
They edit reality to suit how they want to see it, you say?
Yeah, man, mute them out. Nothing good at all. With them make the mind make up. Say them people are wicked and it done. Same thing in a relationship. Most people can't even apologize because guess what? Because you make up your mind that this person is a pussy. Even when them apologize and genuinely mean it. The ego now will make you live in a constant fear of being wrong. Make you process that as something with them no mean because you can't wrong and you don't realize that that's the problem. So you cannot have the flexibility to give people the benefit of the doubt because at the end of the day, you have a right. And then the key problem I know, this is one of the biggest part of the problem, yeah, because 3/4 of the time, most people, in most cases and situations, them stay a particular way and sometimes them don't know that's how them stay, Them a project out them stay on to other people. And them, in their mind, them are the good one. Them are always the one where that next person they supposed to serve. No consideration of the person's existence and what that person they do for feed them life. And just imagine situations where both people are think the same way. So Amanda, you have to know, say if you're not conscious of it, you're not the firm grips of your ego and then you're not this game where I play this thing when you me, next, you're the most important person out of how much billion people. You have to just understand, say, relationship on every level is a two-way street. I am not saying that you shouldn't remember you. I say include them.
In the meantime,
and between time, what is coming is coming.
All right, the comment of the day now, I come from Alexander Collins. It has say, my girl is just like that girl you mentioned. Don't know which girl that. I forgot to listen back the episode. All right, you must say, I work very hard to take care of her and my 6-year-old daughter. I do anything for her. There is nothing that I would not do. She actually cheated on me about 3 times. We even went to therapy together, and that still did not help. No matter how hard I try, she seemed to never respect me. My brethren, Alexander, all right, let me tell you something. You're too available, my brethren, and that's the problem. You need to understand something. It's not that this woman here don't respect you, you know. A lot of man need to understand this. Not just Alexander. It's not that this woman here don't respect you. It's just that she feels that she have all the time in the world to do it. How you mean? Them are gonna leave, go pursue some other man where them don't have the man there. Attention, the man them where them are try fix. The man them where them have to chase. Yeah, man. Now we ask. All right, watch out. When you deal with people, so especially woman, then in a relationship regard, them develop what me call the screenshot mentality. Right now, Alexander is a screenshot.
How that? How is that?
Oh, you mean that?
How is
Regine, that? All right, Pastor. Mm-hmm. So you never ever take a million screenshot and look back on none of them.
That's so true. Why is that though?
Oh, you mean that's simply because you feel like you have all that time in the world to go look back on them picture there. Them screenshot there. And you're not gonna miss the screenshot till you last the phone.
In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.